Hey everyone, Mars J8 here, bringing you my first ever Star Wars Battlefront beta gameplay footage. And I'm really enjoying this game so far. I gotta say, it's a pretty awesome game. There are a couple of things that I don't like, and that's kind of what I want to get into today. I want to go over the things that I liked about this game and that I didn't care so much for about this game. So let's jump right into it. Right away, you can already see the graphics in this game look incredible. This is probably the best looking Star Wars graphics um, any best looking Star Wars game that I've ever played. Let's just say that. The sound effects are beautiful, stripped straight from the films. Very nostalgic feeling. I mean, if you're a Star Wars fan, you will enjoy the sound effects in this game. The guns handle great. I really enjoyed them. Though the range on them is incredibly far. Like these things will shoot far without losing any distance, which is kind of crazy. But we'll get to that a little bit later. And they added little things like I don't know if you remember in the original Battlefront 2 in the space battles, your vehicle could actually do like evasive maneuvers and stuff like that. You pressed a button on I think the directional pad, and it like activated this little cutscene where your ship did like some crazy barrel roll or something. Well, they added that back into the game, which I thought was a great touch. Uh, Furthermore, on the vehicles, they are very fun to play around with. They're very easy to control, which I very much appreciated. Because let's be honest, it wouldn't really be a Star Wars game if the vehicles were a hassle to control. Um, let's get into some of the negatives, because there are a couple of complaints that I have that I've heard other people have about this game, and there's some validation to them. Spawning in both modes is absolutely horrible. I've gotten killed numerous times right out of my spawn, and this is due like I've gotten spawned right in front of enemies numerous times. I've got killed numerous times because of that. One of the things about this game that's very different from Battlefront or Battlefield in general is that you cannot pick your spawn. Um, all you have to do is press square to start, and it spawns you into some random place. That being said, it does have a partner spawn in, which you basically spawn in with your partner, wherever your partner is at. So it's kind of a half-assed mix between Call of Duty and Battlefield, but I still would like to be able to pick my point of spawn. That would be nice, which base I spawn at. Vehicle restriction is incredibly frustrating. Like, the way the vehicles work, the way you get a vehicle is there are basically drops on the battlefield that when they drop, if you pick it up, you activate it by holding the L1, R1 trigger buttons, and it puts you into a vehicle. You know what vehicle it is. It'll show it on a little icon before you pick it up. The problem with this tactic is that they have it in the middle of the battlefield, and the spawn points are almost always the same for them. So you'll either be charging to a shit ton of enemies to try and get this, or you will be racing teammates to try and get it. And that's just not fun. Especially when you're midway through battle and you see one of these things pop up. The chances are is that the other team either has, their own little squadron in the sky that knows what they're doing, that have been, playing these games long enough to know what they're doing, that they'll blast your ass out of the sky before you even get a chance to, do anything. I mean, I've had that happen numerous times where I've just spawned in and I get the notification that a missile is being locked on me. And that's not very fun. I wish they had gone with the original route of Battlefront where they had like a battle station where all the ships were. And, Battlefield 2. Battlefield used this method too. There's like one specific spot where all the vehicles are. But they didn't. They chose to have these random little drops in the middle of the battlefield. And I just think that's a horrible idea in terms of fun gameplay. You don't get to choose your own vehicle. You don't get to, fly what you want to fly. You get what they throw at you, which isn't very fun. Walker Assault, a lot of people have been saying that the Imperials are way too overpowered, and they are absolutely right. But that being said, I'm not complaining about that. That's the way it's always been. That's how it's been in the movies. That's how it's been in the original Battlefront games. It's just the way it's been. The Imperials have always been the top dog on that game mode, and the Rebels have always been the underdog for it. So that also being said, I wish they had picked a better game mode to play, one that had more of an equal battle, more of an equal-sided thing. Something like the Battle of Endor or something. That seems more appropriate for this game mode instead of having it where it's just like this, you know, you're hoping for some miracle to happen if you're a rebel on Walker Assault. That being said, it was still a fun game mode. I enjoyed it a lot. Battlefield players have also been very vocal about this game being simplified, or a hell of a lot more simple than Battlefield. And in their defense, it is. But at the same time, I would hate this game if it was as complicated as Battlefield, especially with the vehicles and guns and stuff like that. It's just I don't have time for that kind of stuff in this kind of game. This game isn't really geared to those more hardcore players of the Battlefield series. It's more geared to the players of the original Battlefront and to the fans of Star Wars. So you have to take that into consideration. With that being said, do I agree that this game is a hell of a lot more simplified than it should be? Yes, especially with the guns. These things are firing at very far distances and are very precise. When we're talking like automatic assault rifles with almost absolutely no recoil. To be fair, it is Star Wars and these are like laser-based weapons, but still, you got to have some, fairness into that. I mean, if we've learned anything from the Star Wars franchise movies, is that the stormtroopers don't shoot too well. And, some can blame the stormtroopers, other people blame the gun. You gotta have something there. But either way around, I hope that they, even that out a little bit, just make it a little less simpler than it is right now, because the way it is very, very simple. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to leave the rest of it to play for you guys. Enjoy the beauty of this game. I'm definitely thinking about picking this game up. I'm not going to pre-order. I don't pre-order unless it's a game that, from a company that I absolutely trust and stuff like that. Yada, yada, yada. You don't care about that. But no, I'm not going to pre-order it, but I am going to pick it up. So if you guys enjoy the content, leave a like down below, and I will definitely make more. I have another video coming for this series. I got to work on it, though. But yeah. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Mars out.